just waiting for everyone to ready up, and we will get underway in Russia for the Championship 2.
What was that percentage of that? Not the percentage, the...
Yeah, Teabag Ninja's done a runner on me again, 2 weeks running.
What is it, the 70 CL, isn't it?
70 CL would be 700 mil.
Yeah, that Jim that saw it.
Yes.
That's...
Apologies about that, I have the wife asking questions. So we've got a few seconds to go until quali 1 starts. It looks like we've had a name change or two in here again as well. I believe Kulpi is the only one to have changed his name to Shediluk, I think it says. Yes, Teabag, that's exactly what I'm doing. Dealing with this solo, whilst I have a rager in the background on COD. Just the average night. And so we're going to have a dry race. Thank you for that one as well, Teabag. It's always nice to know, because as spectators, we have no idea what the weather's going to be. Although a bit of rain would actually liven things up a little. Let's see, we've got a few cars headed out there. So that's Aston, and a Ferrari out behind him. Mr. GFX is somewhere around the race. That's Bob who's behind Joseph on. Mixing everyone's names up already. Snitsy and Midget Magic also on outlaps as well, so I think Mr. GFX's first one going to be round to finish his lap. A lot of cars jumping out. I suppose it's not a lot different this week than last week. I mean, nobody could hear Ninja anyway, so he might as well have not been here. You lot wouldn't believe the things he was saying while nobody could hear him. Things that would have got me into a lot of trouble on the streams. So I do believe Mr. GFX is actually about to start his flying lap. He's just a couple of corners away from starting. The last corner, and he's starting his first flying lap. So hopefully in a minute or so we should have our first lap time on the board. watching. I thought I'd another comment for a second there. What's the sector 2? So 1:05.7 second sector. Obviously he's purple as his first one now. We do have a few more people out on their flying laps as well. I think the next one through will be Bother. So Mr. GFX posts the first time of a 1:33 flat. We'll just jump on Bother through his last few turns as well. So he's just come around the penultimate corner. The last corner, and his time is a 1:33.6. And I know we've got a couple more, so we've got Joseph who's just on 1:34.2. Schnitz is just done a 1:34.2 as well. Dice is on the fast lap, so we'll stay on board with him. There is a couple of times. Seddelup, formerly Cool Crew, 1:32.3 has become the fastest lap. Who is coming down to turn 13. And then around 15, 16 there's a little bit of a tail step out there. A little bit of a drift on. Right around the penultimate corner, and the last one, and his time will be a 1:34 dead. Let's see what else we've got out. Midget Magic invalidated. Raphael's on a lap. He's just going around the penultimate corner as well. I seem to keep catching him on the penultimates. And that is a 1:34.7. So let's see seem to be a little bit higher on time at the minute as they're coming back on their in laps. Jump back on board with Midget Magic, who's currently invalidated, but I'm sure they're going to go for another lap. It's a little bit quiet on the comments tonight, which is unusual because it's actually Teabag who's gone quiet. He was the most talkative. Undoubtedly he's going to have something to say about that too. Just starting a lap after having invalidated. What I can only assume that's invalidated twice as well, because they're already 2 laps on those tyres. A couple of people coming out now. Highlander, Dan, also Botto, they're all Gameful looks like the start of the flying lap too. First sector, I think, there. That's good for Midget Magic, if they can not invalidate this lap. Ooh, that was wide through there. Let's see what that comment is, because I've just seen that come up. Sorry, if that's too loud, let me just turn that down. Apologies about that. Let me know if that's a little bit better, please, T-Bag. If you can still hear my game. Let's see where Midget Magic is. There we go. 15, 16, so a couple more corners to go. Raphael, I think we're just close to the time of 1:33.5 there. Gameful is in 1:32.6 as well. Midget Magic 1:33.1. Quite popular tonight. I don't usually see double digits of people watching the stream. Just because Ninja's not here, he puts them off. It's either that or people just really want to see me mess this up. Right, let's see what else we've got out on the laps then. Also Bosso 134.2, just as I was saying that. It's jumping above Dan, who is just at the end of his first sector. So going around turns 6 and 7. Just running into a lot of traffic there, and they're well out of the way. Considering I've not been complained at that we can still hear my game, I'm assuming that it's okay again now, T-Bag. Also, I don't think that you need to put an E on the name here, mate. So where are we at? He's actually finished his second sector, and I missed that whilst looking at my comments. So 2 corners to go for Dan then. He's a little bit slower than most, 1:35.7. That's actually the slowest time so far. Not looking at that. Jackie is also out on the last couple of corners. That is a 1:34.5, which is actually the second slowest time. So I would say both of those have not had great laps. They're normally somewhat faster. I wonder if Dan is going to go for another one. Let's just jump back on and see what he's... Yeah, he's improved through sector 1, so I think he's definitely gone for another lap. So we might as well stay on with him, because there's not actually that many out in traffic. Most people are hiding in the pits, including some that haven't yet set the lap. I'm betting some of these are banking on one fast lap. We've got 1.7 seconds by the end of sector 2. It's a big improvement down there. As Gameful goes fast as a 1:32.2. Seconds there, and a 1:32.5. You must have let close up over the steering wheel, but won't improve that much over the 1 lap. Oh, sorry guys, that was my phone. My apologies about that one. I just had a phone call as Mr. GFX goes out. Right, let's see what's on the lap. So T-Bag set a lap without me noticing of a 1:33, and Kieran a 1:33.1. There is literally 1,000th of a second between those two. That is very close. Who else have we got out? Jackie is out on the lap, I believe. We've got people doing out laps. And Highlander is out on the lap. Paranoid just dropping in a comment there saying it's nice to see a Championship 3 driver in P1, and he says great job mate. Oh, that was a big bounce up from the Highlander there, so that won't have helped his lap. Let's see how Scott is getting on. He is just started his lap, so let's see how he does, because he has not got a lot of time to get lap in. About 4.5 minutes, which is more than enough time to get a lap or two, and having not set a lap time, if we invalidate a lap or two, that could be problems. We have seen a few invalidations so far, as he sets a purple sector 1. It'll just be 1 second, guys. Back, I just need time to find out what the phone call was for. So we stand on got a finishes lap on 1:32.5, which is good enough for 5th place, which is safe. And saying that, he doesn't look like he's planning to back off either. Who else have we got now? Let's see. Lutch is getting on as he's making his way through sector 1. Sorry guys, I'm just going to have to take this call. I think it's quite important. apologies about the silence there, guys. So we've lost Jack Slater, J-Doy, Highlander, Jackie115 and Mr. GFX Lad from Q1. And the fastest time for that was a 1:32.0. So, start of Q2. Let's just see who gets out first then. You know somebody's going to want to set a quick lap. And Osso Bosso looks like he's first out. There's a couple more looking like they're ready to come out too. I saw the garage. There we go. There's 4 of them straight out. So that's Osso Bosso and somebody's following him. Well, that is a Williams that's following him. Dice, yeah, even Dice is coming out. T-Bag's coming out. Joseph is coming out. Silverlook is out. Scott 15's out. GT Bother's out. Schnitzy's just coming out. Magic coming out. I think there's quite a few people taken to the track there at about half of the field. There's never really anything to talk about when people are doing their outlaps. But I suppose we could look at who will be topping this one. I mean, Gameford did very, very well in the first qualifying, which was actually mentioned in the comments as well from Paranoid. T-Bag also said he thinks Q3 should be interesting because he saw Kieran setting a 1:31.6, he thinks it was, which if that was the case, that is a very fast lap. So that's Osso Bosso started his lap and it looks like he's already about to run into a lot of traffic. Hopefully they'll quickly get out of his way and shouldn't impede his time at all. So it looks like Ninja will be joining us for the race tonight, so you've only got to pull it with just me for qualifying. It's that nice, at least I'll have someone to talk to during the race. Because as always, it feels like I'm talking to myself tonight. So, sector 2 time, a 101 is sector 2 time for Osso Bosso then. So, we should shortly be setting the first lap time. On the last corner, that's a 1:33.595. So, and Cedar looks at a 1:32.7, and Matthias a 1:32.1. GG Bodler is just at a 1:30.9, and Scotty has just at a 1:42.8 on the medium, which is quite fast. Everyone else so far has been on soft tyres. Joseph is just at 1:34. Let's see how T-Bag's getting on. He has exceeded track limits. and I believe he's about to dive into the pit. So let's jump on board with Dan. He's on his lap, and he's just coming to the end of sector 1. Traffic around down here as well. We were actually saying just the other night, because when you're driving around, you have no idea who is on a flying lap and who isn't, and it'd just be nice to have some sort of indication as to who's actually on a flying lap, and then you would know what the traffic around you is supposed to be doing. You know, whether somebody in front of you is going slow, so you can look ahead to avoid them, whether you've got a fast car coming from behind you because you want an in-lap or something like that. Just some indication of that would be helpful to us. As Midget Magic is out with no set time. Although saying that, I do believe that's in the pit, so maybe there was maybe a penalty or something I wasn't aware of. Just going to have a quick look at that. See there. I'm not sure why. It looks as though they've retired in the pits on so maybe we'll find out why about that one a little later on. So Dan set his times of 1:33.3. Raphael on the mediums has done a 1:34.5, which is another decent time on the mediums. Gameful and Snitsy have also set medium times of 1:33.4 and 1:33.5. So just waiting on time from Lurchy, T-Berg and Kieran, who is yet to exit the pits. As Lurchy sets a purple sector 1. I believe that was T-Berg getting out of his way. The only white car on the track, so it has to be him. And middle sector 105.3, another purple sector. Lurchy went for an absolute flyer here, and he's on the medium tyres as well. So if he was to set the fastest time and on the medium tyres, that would be impressive. Considering the top three are currently on soft tyres, which are generally faster. Ooh, that was close, a 1:32.3. He was almost first place there on the mediums. That was very fast. That's half a second faster than his nearest competitor on the medium tyres. Let's jump on board with T-Bag, see if he can set a lap. He's also out on the mediums now as well. The comments have gone a little bit quiet again tonight. Plenty watching, not a lot talking. Probably just me cutting them off. Just coming up to turn 10 now, so that would be roughly around halfway around the track. Fast approaching the end of sector 2, so we'll see what the sector 2 time looks like. 1:05.9, that's not bad. I did see, I think also Boston was the first, I think I said this was a 1:06, so should be an improvement on offset there. Around the last couple couple of corners. That's a 1:33.6, which is pretty close to Osso Bosso's time actually. And we just lost a little bit of ground there in the last sector. Just jump on board with Kieran, he's on his flying lap now. The only person who hasn't set a time yet. He's just running down to turn 4 in the end of sector 1. So sector 1 time is, and that's a 33.5. Sector 1 is purple. And again, this is on the medium compound as well. So around turns 8 and 9 and up towards 10. Long run down to the end of sector 2. See what the sector 2 time looks like. If you can get another purple sector. And that is another purple sector, 1:05.5. So this is looking to be faster than Lurchi and Matthias, if you can hold it for the third sector. Last couple of corners. And there's a wheel on the track. And 1:32.3. So that was very, very close to Lurch's time actually. 0.04 of a second. Both on the medium compound, and I've almost matched the soft compound on that Messiah set his time on. And that does look like Kieran's going for another lap. Because he definitely doesn't appear to be backing off. Yep, he looks like he's still going for it. He's slightly down on himself there. Let's see who else is out. Let's see Raphael's on that. He's on the soft compound tyres. And he is, I believe, on a lap just coming into turn 2. Tell you, these phones don't stop tonight. No, it's the wife's phone ringing. Honestly, people on the phones tonight. First it's me, now it's the wife. I blame the wife, it's all her fault. Sector 1 time. Let's just see what the sector 2 time is for Raphael as he approaches the sector 2 time line. That looks alright. 4.6 seconds slower, so unless he's on a in lap, it seems definitely slow. See what game falls on there. He also is probably on an in lap. But both Joseph and GJ Bobber are out of the session, as well as Magic. So it looks like we'll only be losing one person from the session, which as it stands is T-Bag. Although as I say that, Raphael 1 is now out of session 2. Lucia has remained 8th place, so we may still lose another person. Nobody on the lap. T-Bag's on an out lap, so we'll have to sort of watch him because no one else is. Come on T-Bag, get around this lap. I haven't got anything to talk about whilst I'm waiting because nobody else is out of the pits. Besides Gameful, I believe he's on an in lap anyway. Unless of course he's about to start another lap, which he could be. Okay, no, maybe I misread that, and again he was actually out on a lap, because that was a 1:32.5 he's just jumped. Maybe I caught him at the end of the lap, beginning of his next one. That is a good time for Gainesville. That is safety in itself there. T-Bag has to set a good time here, because he has to improve by around 1/10. Because if he doesn't, then he will be out of the session. But if he does, then he pushes also Bosso down. So it's literally, with 5 seconds to go, nobody else can get out and do another lap time. So this is entirely on whether T-Bag can improve his lap time. So he's coming around turn 3 and now 4. Ninja will be with us at the race start, Lurchy. And you're right, he is a slacker, and I've already complained at him for it too. Making me start this last 2 weeks on my own. How very much dare he? Right, let's just see how T-Bag's doing on this lap. I just had a message to read, it's important for the race. So he's coming around the last 2 corners to see if he can improve. It does look like it might be a little faster. It's going to be close. I have no idea, because the game's decided that I'm going to have to wait. Yeah, that is a good idea, Lurchy. Weak internet ban or deduct his wages. Absolutely. And I do apologise if you can hear the women talking about clothes in the background. It's too long. So we're going to be losing Osso Bosso, GG Bother, Joseph and Midget Magic. It looks like T-Bag did enough to make himself 8th, a 1:33 flat.
And the skirt I've got, I can't really breathe in it, right? So I swapped the skirt, because you know those leather leggings that I've got. But then I was thinking to myself, hang on, that goes because I'm going to be sweating my arse off tomorrow night, all in black. I goes, I'm going to look like I've been going to a fucking funeral or something. And then I tried that black dress, you know, the one that I got from there for that time. Oh, it seems to be there. I tried that one. I looked black and blue.
So, that was weird. The hell happened there? There we go. So once again, Darius is out first. He is an eager beaver today. And yes, Lurchy, that is T-Bag into Q3. Very unusual. Right, let me just have a quick look at this. I'll have to keep my eye out for that one. Apologies about the quiet again, guys. I'm just dealing with something on the Discord there. So Matthias has invalidated his lap already, so let's just see who else is out on the lap. Cedric is out on his lap, so we'll jump on board with him. We've got a few more on their out laps too, so hopefully we'll start getting some times posted in shortly. Coming around the last corner of sector 2 and then down the long run down to sector 2, so let's see what sort of time Cedric can put in here. I've been seeing 105, 106, that was fast, that was a 105.3. Now I know that in U2 when I was watching Kieran, he did a 105.5. So that's 2 tenths faster by the end of sector 2. That is going to be fairly fast. I mean, in fairness, there is a difference of, you know, medium to soft compound, but that's still pretty fast. 132.2, but he invalidated at the end. That is unlucky. So who else we got? Dan is currently out on a lap, just completing sector 2, and that's another 105.3. We're looking at some fast lap times here. Got just a couple more corners to go. Scott is 15 posted 132.1 and Raphael 1 posted 133.3 and Dan goes a 132.117, which is just 12 thousandths of a second faster than Scotty. So the 100. That is very tight again. Not quite as tight as we've seen tonight for timings on the board, but that is still fairly close. See who else is out on the lap. I think Schnitzy might be on the lap actually. He is, I think he did a 33 something for his first sector there and just missed the time. And he comes in the last corner of sector 2. And there's some traffic on the way. Is a 106 lap. We have Matthias post time of 132.216 and Gainful 132.196. So again, they're fairly close together those times. The top 4 are covered by 1/10 of a second. 132.117 and 132.216. That's very close. Snitzy puts in a 132.9. Lurch is out on an out lap. Teabag is on a lap. So let's see how he gets on for his. Actually, I'm not sure what the average first sector time is going to be, so I'm not sure if that is actually in terms of fastness, whether it's up there or not. But we will know come the end of sector 2. Ooh, a little bit of a touch on the rumble strip there. That looked like the tail stepped out. Can't have helped this time. Just as we're approaching the end of sector 2. I've been keeping an eye on the sector 2 time, so that's pretty good. That is a 105.7. I've seen anything between a 105.3 and a 106 flat. A little bit wide there. I'll have a step out there too. But no invalidation, so we should be able to set time here. and it's a 1:33.1, which is good enough for 6th place. And I think he'll probably find a little bit more time in that one yet. Let's just see where Steady Luck is this time. He's on his outlet. So look, he is on his outlap, but should short to be starting a lap. Hold on, oh, I didn't spot there. Lurch is actually on a lap. Stuck out without me noticing. And he posts a 1:31.9. That is a little bit of an improvement on the drive below. Don't have a huge amount of time for this, so 3 minutes. If anyone was wanting to try and improve again and try and knock Lurch off that top spot, now would definitely be the time to get out of the pits and do it. Well, that will be a hell of a hard time to beat. That's another at least a tenth or two up on everybody else's times. That is impressive. And it looks as though he is still going, because that was another purple sector 1 as well. So it looks like he's going to go for another lap. Less fuel, car will go faster, why not? You've got the RS for it. And that is a very, very slight improvement, another purple sector. Does look like he's enjoying himself around Sochi. More than I can say for myself come Sunday. I have not been having a lot of luck with this track. And just as he comes around for the last corner, and improves again a 1:31.776. Well, if that isn't a benchmark for people to hit, I don't know what is. He has no intentions of being knocked off that top spot. But saying that, Spotty 15 has just set a purple first sector, so maybe he's going for it. And he crashes out, unfortunately, just as I was checking to see if I had any more comments. I completely missed that. So he won't be, but that was really unfortunate because he was actually on a purple first sector as well. And his car is still right in the middle of the track by the looks of it as well. You should see it shortly actually on Setups map. Oh no, there you go, it's just disappeared. That would not have helped anyone who's just passed it. Although there is still a wheel left, so that's nice. Let's not have any more wheel jokes, boys. We had enough of that the other week. Sorry about that. So, the only person who's actually not touched time yet is Kieran, who is actually out on a lap, and purple's the first sector with a 33.5. And it does look like he might actually be being chased by Dan here as on an outlap. I could just see the, what I would call a turquoise dot of the Mercedes flying along behind him. And 1:05.2. That is a good time. Thanks, Teabag. He says the jokes are really awful now. You're right, they are. We really should behave ourselves. So, Kieran round the last corner. And that is a 1:31.9. That is good enough for second. As Dan just sneaks in and starts his timed lap. There must have been a second or two in that. That was very close to not making it around. Let's see quickly who else is out on their lap still. Gainful ran track limits. Matthias is on a lap. He's just come around the last couple of corners. Matthias got the second with a 1:31.819. That's not Kieran down. Let's see what else is. So it is just Kieran and Dan. Kieran's definitely on an in lap. So it's just down to Dan. Dan is the only person who can now improve their time. .104.9. I do believe that is actually the fastest I've seen anyone get through Sector 2. So is Dan about to pull it out of the bag right at the death? Because that was a purple second Sector 2. And the last corner and across the line, a 1:31.713. Dan pulls it out of the bag and takes pole. Well, he's been hiding that one all night, hasn't he? It's a hell of a lap time. So our top 10 is Dan, Lurchy Gaming, Matthias, Kieran, Scotty 15, Sediluk, Gainful Odds, Schnitzy, Raphael 1 and Teabag, TBG Bayman. Dan, finally come to join me. I wonder if we'll be able to hear you on stream tonight. Well, I can find out because I actually have it on my iPad next to me. Well, I can find out because I actually have it on my iPad next to me. Well, that has actually just echoed back. I do apologise for that because that's just echoed back down my microphone. And no, I didn't hear you. If anyone's actually watching, just let us know if you can hear Dan or not now he's joined. Surely we're not going to have the same problem 2 weeks running. Like I said, I didn't hear you. I definitely heard me echo back twice because I didn't think about my microphone as I was listening to it, and then it echoed back the echo back. That would have started a weird loop. So I did just get a comment. Of course, really bad that is. I know. No, I haven't been let know. So pit stop strategies good. No tyres. Sorry, I just want to quickly just grab the grid just in case anything does go wrong today. Although it does appear to be working right now, so we're just out on the formation lap. Okay, I'm going to say, did you need an invite, or were you already with us? Yeah, no doubt that'll be Dan then. Dan gets a bit happy with invites. And yes, I think that's Hound, Stephen Chapman. Says, can't hear Ninja. Yep, that's exactly what I would have thought too. Yes, I do. I have all 3 boxes ticked to share audio on my broadcast. It's alright. Hound was just asking if I'd got all 3 of those checked, and I did actually have somebody ask me exactly the same question last week as to whether I've got all 3 sets to share. Yeah, well, if needs be, yeah, no, that's no problem with me at all. But as it stands, we are out on formation lap with no problems, so we might be okay. I thought it was as we loaded in last time, or was it the end of the formation lap before the start of the race last fight? My mistake. I thought it was before we got set to the formation lap. So we should be about to find out then if it wants to work or not. So, yeah, so Hound says, does Ninja, which yes, Hound, I believe he does, as he has checked the same thing, because he said he also needs to allow his audio shared. Have you allowed your party audio shared? As in through the party menu itself? Right, okay, that's the only other thing I could think of. We have lights, and they're off. That's just my wife. Wow, that looks like either a bit of weaving or a bit of lag there from Lurchy. Oh, lots of debris. What the hell happened there? That was a lot of debris I just saw flying through the air. Well, that looked more than just a front wing. That just went absolutely flying. Was it Kieran's wing as well? There must have been 2 of them then. Oh my, that was quite the messy first lap, and we have a VSC. So we are already under VSC, yeah. Well, I'm still just riding on board with Dan at the front at the minute. I mean, besides the fact that we've already had that huge crash that we completely missed. Not that anyone could hear what you were saying. So Osso Bosso's car looks okay, but he's right at the back. Teabag's car looks okay. Bother, yeah, Bother's got no wing, so that could be the wing that's all flying through the air. There's also another car there. Jack Slater, I think he's okay. Yeah, I thought he lost one of his end plates there, but he hasn't. I think it was Kieran, you said he'd lost his wing as well, didn't you? Because I'm riding driver view at the moment, so I can't actually see the front of his car, which is what I was looking for. Yep, you're right. So, yep, Kieran's lost his as well. GJ Boller's got a drive-through penalty speeding on the safety car. So Jack Slater's okay, Raphael's okay. Schnitzy has just dropped into the pits, although I'm not sure why, because I can't see his front wing. I think everyone in front of that was okay. Although saying that, Highlander has no front wing. So I don't know if I've just missed something else happen, as I'm just trying to see who was involved in that last incident. I think everybody else looks like they're okay at the minute, but we are actually racing again. The VSC had ended. Whilst I was sliding through that list of people and drama that had just happened. We do, yeah. But saying that, there's not just that 5-car battle of those that's just come out of the pits, which, I mean, Kieran's normally the faster ones anyway, so I think he'll be getting ahead of Schnitzy and then hunting down Teabag. We've also got the front 6. Scotty's about a second or so off of Ceddy looks about a second or so off of Lurchy. Other than that, they're within less than a second of each other, so it's very tight in those top 6. and then you've got Mr. GFX lad's got Joseph, he's about 7 tenths back on him, so they're fairly close. Jackie looks pretty close on the back of Gamepod as well. Obviously everyone's now currently setting fastest laps because we've just got from the VSC. So I mean, so far there's a couple of nice little battles look like that could be going on. I mean, Dan seems to be holding that slight lead. That's because he lost that front wing. Somewhere along the second lap, he'd lost his front wing by the time he came round turn 3, I think it was. I was watching him. So I'm not sure how that happened. I was looking at everybody else. Hound says, wow, did anyone make the first corner? Yes, we think they did, but barely. It's funny, I was saying that it's going to be everybody dive into that first corner. It's going to be like a bunch of torpedoes into the corners. Dan was quite wide there. That can't have helped him. GFX has picked up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Yeah, I was going to say, I know Bother had picked up a 5-second hit for speeding in the pit lane. There was driving as well, I saw on the VSC. That might be what Bother was doing in the pits then. He maybe just been serving his drive-through. Well, that first lap incident has spread out the pack quite well, it looks like. Scotty's just set a 1:35.7, which we're not expecting very fast laps right now. I mean, everyone's running with pretty much full race load, so we're going to get a lot of fast laps coming through. Oh, crikey, this phone tonight hasn't stopped. It's okay, that was just Chloe letting me know, because I'd missed the Q1, because my dad called midway through Q1. So I'd missed the who was lost in Q1, and she says, okay, I got Q1. Well done, thanks a lot. Saved me on that one, because normally I grab them, but I can't really do it when my phone's in my hand to my ear. Yeah. It's not a problem. I actually said beforehand, I was like, oh god, Ninja's not doing it to me again, is he? He keeps doing this every week, he just keeps letting me down to qualifying and that. And obviously, at the time, we didn't know whether you were actually going to make it at all. So... But now, at the end of the day, you've got something you've got to do, you know. It's no biggie. And at least I'm starting to get a little more used to doing these comms on my own. I mean, I'm not great at them on my own. I'm a little hesitant, but you know, I'll grow into it. And you've always got people to mock you, like Hound and Teabag. They're normally mocking people. Oh. It's okay, because he can't hear you say that. And Hound did not just hear you call him the B word. But it's okay, because I just repeated it without swearing, it's fine. So he can deal with you later. Right, I think we should probably get back to the race and actually what's happening there, because I mean, there is some very close battles. I do believe, whoa, that's because Joseph is spinning around, that's why. I was just about to say, Joseph has just lost 3 or 4 places there. He'd span out on turn 4. That wouldn't have done him any favours. Let's see what else is. Like I said, there's a few kind of close at the front, and but no one seems to be kind of making any impact from the DRS, because there's a 1 or 2 within DRS range, and then kind of not being able to dominate them. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Teabag, but he's ended up right at the back. I don't know if he's pitted. Did he pit again? Ah, right, that'd be why then. I was going to say, because I did say to you, Kieran would be hunting him down, and Kieran's currently 13th. and hunting down Schnitzy, so he is on a roll. Yeah, he's not planning to take his time by the looks of it. He's hovering 1.82 seconds and making any headway as to getting closer. Though he does look like he's trying. Let's see if we've got any. What is Jack Slater doing? He's within spitting distance of Raphael here, about half a second. And, yeah, which won't have helped him. Midget Magic has picked up a 3-second time penalty. And there goes Raphael wide again. Yeah, that has definitely not helped him. Because Jax is gonna be all over the back of him now. For half a second. I mean, it's around about half a second still in fairness, but that's just purely luck that he couldn't get much closer without risking a crash and a braking or something like that. And I tell you who is looking like the ready for a battle as well. Lurchy, he's hovering between around 0.7 to 0.9 of a second behind Dan at the front. We could possibly be seeing them having a little battle. So I'm just going to jump on board with Lurchy because we can actually see Dan in the forefront and back. Anyway, there's about a second between them. And we have another comment. So let's just wait for that to come through. As the Highlander picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Okay, so there is a comment, but I have no idea what it says. No, it's come through, but I don't understand it. I'm not sure. I think it's something to do with Joseph, you know, in 10th place. One called Joseph, because I can't pronounce his name properly. I think it may be something to do with him, but I'm not entirely sure. He just, if you quickly look at the stream yourself, you'll see the comment on it. I don't know. Well, we're still on board with the Lurch. Let's just see. I'm going to see if it actually translates from anything just really quickly, because it may be that I just don't okay, so a quick translation thanks to Google. Apparently it's actually Croatian and it's come on son Josip, so I believe somebody wants Josip to do very well. I believe that's what the comment was. Let's just have a quick look down there. Yeah, and it looks like he's made it stick as well, although Raphael is trying to come back. He's on the wider outside line as well. But that's now going to give him the inside for the next turn. That is ooh, that was very good. It almost looked like there was about to be contact there. That was very, very good. Great defending. Yes, it was. And it was just me thinking I'd do crazy things like go around the outside and dive on the inside of turns, as Mr. GFX is out of the race. So where has he just gone out? Just right on board with Schnitzy and see if I can find out where he went off. It looks like there on the outside of, is that 5 and 6 I think? I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but he appears to be in the wall. Ah, close enough. I knew it was something like that. So no one's really... I mean, Kieran's just about within spitting distance of Schnitzy now. Yeah. I think Jackson made the move stick anyway by the looks of it. It looks like he's already ahead when he's pitted. Matthias has dropped quite a few places. He was right up near the front. He was maybe 3rd, 4th off the grid. He's currently running 9th. So Raphael has pitted onto the medium tyres and Kieran is trying to move. Oh! Ooh. Not sure what happened there, but Schnitzy suddenly kind of went to the right. Although it looks as though there might have been contact. But in the broadcast view I had, it was hard to tell whether the two were just close or whether they actually touched. Yeah. You just sometimes just can't tell if there was even just a touch of contact. I mean, knowing Kieran, there probably wasn't, because mostly from what I've seen, he doesn't tend to make contact, but, you know, kind of, sometimes we make mistakes, you know, we all do it. That is a very good question. Is Lurcher going to have a go at Dan, because they are very close against? I'd kind of been half keeping an eye on them, and there was about a second between them a lap ago, and I was just kind of leaving them to it and looking for closer battles. Like Teabag is within a second of GJ Bother at the minute, so he could be looking at a move shortly. Just trying to keep on with all the battles. So Kieran has pitted. So let's see what happens here. Did he pick up damage, or was it just his time to pick? Because he is on the soft, so lap 10 would just be picked on. Because he did pick from the first lap after that initial. Yeah, it's just a set of tyres back on the medium. Wow, that was a bit of a bug. I don't think there was actually a delay in him releasing. I think that was just a game bug. So let's see if we can jump back on board with Lurchy, who is still hovering all over the back of Dan. And I do believe Dan might have just found the back of the Highlander. He has. Whoa! As the Highlander takes to the curb quite drastically. Luckily they can drive straight through him. Just have a little drop down and see what happened there. So let's jump on board with Raphael and see if I can't see. We've got a full safety car, and yep, you can see the two cars are in the middle of the track. So anyone who's actually watching, watch the middle of the track, because they are in the middle of it. So that's not good. The next person to approach them will be Gainful. He's passed. I think the cars have gone now anyway. Not that anybody can hear you anyway, so I'm just going to pretend you didn't say that. Because, as always, there's nothing to talk about on outlaps or when the safety car's out. Although, interestingly, a few people pitted for the hard tyres. So Gainful's been on him for 5 laps, but Jackie is in the pits and Scotty has come into the pits, and both have picked up a set of hard tyres. So they're clearly thinking about going to the end. But it's going to be the old question of, are they going to be able to keep the temperatures in those things? Because they are disastrous to keep temperature in. As actually Gainful has pitted for a set of mediums. So he should just about, with the couple of laps safety car, be able to squeeze those to the end. That's could be quite brave from Gainful there. Yeah, it's about 16 or 17 laps seems to be what I hear about medium tyres in terms of lap distance, kind of on average. As Dan has dived in the pits. Hobbs Dan has jumped onto the hards. He's clearly... Well, he's gone from mediums to hards. Now, clearly if he jumped in for tyres, he couldn't go softs because softs wouldn't get him to the end of the race. Mediums, he can't do another set of mediums because otherwise he'd have to pit for a set of softs or hards again anyway. So his only other choice, really, with the hope of going to the end of the race, is hards. But again, it's going to come down to, can he keep enough time pressure in those tyres? And Scotty's also come in. So Scotty has come in, got a set of hards, gone out, come back in and got a set of mediums. A double pit stop, it means he's been out on the hards, so technically he can go back onto the mediums, which he'd already done 10 and 11 laps on. And he won't have lost as many places because of the safety car, and everybody's still getting bunched up. I don't think many people have even put the safety car up yet. So he's going to be on tyres to the end of the race, and on tyres that are faster than the hards. So that could work out in his favour. I mean, if Dan wants to, I mean, Dan could do the same thing as well. Because Midget Magic is still 20 seconds off of Dan as we currently sit, being it that the timing board's right. So I mean, it's definitely a possibility as T-Bag also comes into the pit. So let's see what he throws on. Another set of mediums. Yep, it is the Aston Martin race car again for the safety car. So that is always nice too. We do not want to know about you and the Aston Martin safety car. We had this conversation last week and nobody else could hear it, and they still can't hear it this week, but I still don't want that conversation again. Yep, I did say to you that, well, in theory, if he'd have heard us, the gap that he had to Midget should have saw him, you know, come fairly close to... Midget had already caught up. That's not too big of a problem. I mean, what's he lost? One place? Maybe he'll lose a couple more here because Jackie's coming around. Oh yeah, I did spot Snitsy as well, so he lost 2, 3, 4. But again, he's on the faster tyre. So Jackie's going to struggle on keeping those tyres warm. I think he'll be alright. Because look, he's come out right behind Scott. So if he can get out ahead of Jack Slater, that is going to be close. Ooh. He is snuck out ahead of Jax. That was very close. Which means now he'll be sat right up behind Scotty, who did exactly the same as what he's just done. Which is probably he's heard us talking about, or me talking about it, because he can't hear you. That Scotty had done it. Maybe he heard us and decided to do it too. Or maybe he'd already thought of it himself. Who knows? So, I wonder how Highlander's getting. No, I was racing with Highlander the other day and the guy had an absolute disaster of a race. Not that his own teammate helped in that case, but he doesn't look like he's having a good day again today either. He's not having a good run. Really bad time to choose to do this. Stupid iPad. Sorry, the iPad's just told me its battery's dying. While we're still in the safety car, just give me 1 minute. I just need to quickly grab the charger lead. But if I hadn't grabbed the charger lead for the iPad, then if anybody else was to post any messages, I just wouldn't see them. So nobody would be getting any answers to anything because my iPad would be dead. Because he just screamed at me and said, "Oh my god, I've only got 10% left." Which is not helpful. Chris. yes, you say that, but I was going to say Osso, Bosso, J-Doy and Snitsy have all just pitted. But that is either they're coming in for more tyres, which will be another set of softs later in the race, or they are going to have to caress those tyres like something I'm probably not going to say on stream. Because otherwise they're never getting to the end of the race on those softs, so they must be intending to make another stop. That being Snitsy and Osso Bosso, they're both coming for softs. J-Doy should get to the end though, he's just coming for a set of mediums. So, there's the Aston Martin safety car. So we're just going to sit on board with Lurchy now and just wait for the safety car to come in, I suppose, because there's not much else we can do. Other than seemingly talk to myself. Yeah. I'm not going to repeat that. I was just looking at the tier 2 chat and let's just say Matthias isn't happy. Do you mean tier 1? We're tier 2. And I think it's just said safety car in this lap. I missed it because I was too busy laughing at you getting the tears the wrong way around. Ah. Well, I used to play on another video game with a guy called The Stick. That it being the same guy. But it does seem quite a popular name actually ever since Top Gear got their stick. And that is us back underway again. So Midget Magic having a look down the inside of CDR and going for the move, I think too. Yep, made the mistake on the break for Midget Magic, but CDR looks to be coming back. One slightly wide. Raphael's made a move there on Jackie as well. And back to Bosso. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Midget Magic 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Not helping. So that is not. But they were very, very close. Ooh, Dan's just put a move on Scotty, I think. He's now ahead of him, he was behind him when the release from the safety car. Well, that was weird. I was supposed to be riding on board with Scotty and I'm thinking, why am I looking at the back of a McLaren? And then I realised actually I was actually inside riding on board with Dan still. So the game wasn't keeping up again. But as I say that, Dan is having a look on the inside of Jackie. And of course there's still no DRS just yet. Magic tossed a few places there as well. Didn't see that happen. Must have had a little bit wide or something. Yep, Gamepool's made a move on the ball there. Yeah. Very well. Kieran's looking at the back of these two McLarens, as both Dan and Scotty have actually passed Jackie as well, whilst we were off looking at Gamepool making his move, which puts Dan into third and Scotty in fourth. I'm going to go with the game's picked up a bug again, because I saw Scotty pit the tyre Now it says he's done 14 laps on. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Kieran has just lost his front wing again. I just saw him bump the back of someone. I think, I'm not entirely sure. It looked like he bumped the back of someone and lost his front wing. So that won't be helping. And Teabag is out. Yeah, that's what you get for taking May's spin, isn't it? You'll end up spinning. There he is, right in the middle of the track with his wheel pointing left. So that's definitely not helpful. And yep, we have another safety car. As Lurchie has made his stop now. And it's still telling me 15 laps for Scotty. Unless the game's decided that he actually put back on the medium tyres that he took off from the first stint. No, I pretty much doubt that. I think the game's just being stupid again. Because he should be on the same amount of laps as Dan is. I know that. The game's just being idiotic again. I wonder, being the only person on hard tyres with 10 laps to go, if you were Jackie, would you take the pit stop? Because there is a safety car. 10 laps, faster tyres, they're going to make it. I think I'd make the pit stop. Just so I don't have to stress about heating my tyres when we catch up to that safety car. Drive-through penalty for Cediluc for speeding under safety car. There's a lot of penalties. What is going on today? Let's have a quick look. See who's got what. So, J-Doy and Cediluc both have drive-throughs. The Highlander's got 9 seconds of accumulated penalties. Snitsy has 8 seconds. Kieran has 5. Jack Slater has 3. GJ Bother has 5. As J-Doy, it's just come up with this drive-through penalty on the safety car that I've already spotted. GJ Bother has 5. Also Bosso has 6. Midget Magic has 6. And Raphael has 3. So, we've got quite a lot of penalties going on. I mean, they're all relatively small, but as we've seen before, penalties can change the result of a race. Oh, Lurch is out. I went the wrong way trying to find him too. Where did that happen? Let's just jump on board with Kieran. That is going into turn 2. That is unfortunate. But how would he have lost it there? That's bizarre. Yep. I mean, it is the end of the pit exit, and I know he had pitted, but whether he was coming out of the pits when it happened, I don't know. So Cediluc is in for a new set of boots when he's taken a penalty, so it's going to be a few seconds. Yeah, and he's going on to mediums. I would have thought he'd have chucked on another set of softs, because I think he started on mediums anyway. That's a surprising revelation. You hope. So, come on Adam, what did you do? I want to know how you crashed on the pit exit. Were you coming out of the pits, or did something happen and you just happened to end it? So who else have we got going back? They're all just sort of stacking up behind now. So we've had Lurchie restart us, and now we've got Raphael. Yeah, we've still got at least another lap. Yeah. So Raphael is going to start us from under this safety car. Dan behind him is on 4 laps fresher mediums, which should give him a slight advantage, not a huge amount, it's only like 4 laps, but it's a little. So everybody who finishes, well, before Lurchy crashed out, everyone, should they finish, will be scoring points. So we do have, yes, everybody who finishes a race from here on out will still score points. That would have been the case before Lurchy crashed, but that's not really relevant now. He's crashed already. Yep. And well, depending on the position, yeah. Well, Highlander will have picked up an extra point. Kieran has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So yeah, that will track limits. I thought maybe he was still playing catch up with the pack, but I don't know. Maybe he just waved a little bit wide there, warming his tyres or something. Because the only person still playing catch up is CDR currently. It's unfortunate for the Highlander actually that he can't unlap himself. I actually tried this the other day when I was racing. I was a lap down and I tried to unlap myself and the game screamed at me for taking an illegal overtake. Although I have heard people being able to do it before, so I suppose it depends on the settings and the mood the game's in and all sorts of other things like that. Recently I've been getting really weird things happen on the safety car, like it would say, oh there you go, safety car's in this lap. It would say catch up the safety car queue, and then you'll be putting the boot down trying to catch up the safety car queue, and then it suddenly go, you've exceeded your delta, slow down. What do you mean slow down? I'm catching the safety car queue, aren't I? What the hell? Right, so Raphael has a severe collision with Dan. They both just picked a 5-second penalty, and they are back on the way. Oh, some big crash at the back with Gameful and Jackie involved. Ooh. Okay, CDR and Highlander are actually in the pit, so I can't actually see anything here. That is on the pit straight. I'm going to be surprised if that's not another safety car. Although the cars do seem to have been cleared pretty fast. No, all I'm seeing is yellow flag sector 1. Yeah, it won't boot out another one, yeah. Which is really lucky because that was a big shunt between those two. That is Scotty facing the wrong way. As Kieran comes and just breezes past him. So let's see, let's go and jump on board with Dan and see if he can't make that move on that. Let's have a look. Penalties. Well, actually, technically, as it stands, Dan is first because the penalty will drop Raphael down to, well, 8 seconds. That's going to be probably about 7th or 8th position, at least. I think he'll come between Jack Slater and Snitsy, or maybe after Snitsy before Kieran, as it stands. I mean, Dan's got 5 himself, so he'd drop a little too, and there's a couple of other people drop down as well. And yeah, Jay Doy still has a drive-through as well, as does CDR, so neither of those affairs yet. Which I think they only have around, was it 3 laps to take them? As Dan has gone into the lead, and he's also corner cut there a little as well. I'm not too sure if I was about to say, I'm not sure if he's actually allowed to do that. Tried to go around the outside and took a little bit of the yeah, well, you know. Well, I'm not allowed to report anyone. I'm just here to do the comms. I'm not making judgments on anyone. It just amuses me sometimes. So let's see if there's any other battles. So Raphael has Midget Magic snapping at his heels now, who's then got also Bottle snapping at his heels. Bother's about a second back too, so he's not too far away. Snitsy looks to be about to move on Jack Slater as well. Scotty's just picked another time penalty himself, 3 seconds for track limit. as the Highlander as DNF. And that is turn 4. So that is another safety car. So effectively now, even if there was only the top 10 scoring, that is almost all we have left of the race anyway. And yes, it's another safety car. That's now a VSC and 3 safety cars, I think. And the safety car is only going to have, what, was it 2 or 3 laps? So it would come in on 24 or 4 probably. So we'll probably get about another 3 laps of racing. I wonder if we can get the safety car back out again today. I hope not, because it's so boring watching it under the safety car. Jay Doy's dived in the pits, probably doing his drive-through, I would think. Well, I'm just watching him drive back out again. So he's still classified as pit, and he does still have a penalty. Well, let me look. No, he still has the drive-through. But the other drive-through for Steady Look is no longer there, so he must have taken his already. So there was actually a comment there as well, whilst I was looking at that. He says, was looking for people coming out of the pit, seeing who had jumped, and the wall was there. That is Adam's answer for his crash. So I think what he means is he was seeing who was coming down the pit straight and he wasn't paying attention to his car, which drove into a wall. That's how it sounds to me. It is 100 to 0 in 0.3 of a second. So, third safety car, third different person restarting us, I believe. Because, actually, hang on, no, did Dan do the restart for the first safety car? Could be wrong, it could just be the second. So, Adam says, I think it's time to get rid of the game and play ACC. You can't do that, Adam, because then we'd have to replace you in tier 2. And then I'd have to learn a whole new name. I have enough complications when people change their names. I know Corpy's changed his name twice in the past few weeks. Yep, the Highlander, yeah, that was the Munchkin Scott. Yeah, he changed his name too. Yep. Who else have we had changed names? There's been a couple of them along the way. See, Hound's changed his name, but he's only changed it very slightly. So, he just promoted himself from Hound to Elite Hound. Not sure why he did that. Teabag changed his, but we all know who Teabag is, and Teabag will always be Teabag. I don't care how many times he changes his PSN, he's always going to be Teabag. So, yeah, I mean, we've had a few along the way. I mean, that's just in this this tier as well, let alone tiers 1 and 3 as well, when they have name changes. Yeah, but that's because you're admin, so I suppose you're kind of, you know, representing CDR. No, you don't have to, but yeah, I'm saying I suppose it just represents the league, doesn't it? Safety car in this lap. Come on. And I'm just doing a ninja. I'm eating whilst coming. I know you do. I just got bored on the safety car, so I started munching the sandwich next to it. So, do we think Midget Magic is going to try and pull a move on Dan straight away? And just bang straight down on his DRS, so he's like, no thank you. And Midget Magic has just lost 2 places to both Osso Bosso and GJ Bother. That has not been a great start for Midget. So, another comment from Adam. I know it was all my fault for not paying attention, but games still bug EA ruined the F1 series. I agree. There is a lot of bugs in this game. We was talking about them just earlier. And if you watch carefully on track, you will see plenty of them. Because there's wheels and bits of debris from the incidents that happened throughout the race all over the track in different places. I don't think Dan's got any intention of being caught. Schnitzy has now made a move. Midget Magic is out. Exit of 7, I think. Yep. And that is a lot of debris that Jado is collecting. Another safety car. We may actually finish on the safety car. It is now top 10. That's it. We have lost, literally, at this point, half the grid. In fairness, Weatherman Harry didn't make it tonight. So, we lost one there anyway. But we've lost 9 people throughout this race. And, oh, that explains it. There is a lot of people diving into the pits. I'm thinking that's going to be soft tyres, try and snatch the fastest lap. Yep, Scott is on softs. Kieran is stuck in the pits, taking a penalty by the looks of it. And no, he's chucked mediums on. And Raphael is stuck behind him. Can't get in his pit box. I think Kieran had that problem last week, he mentioned to me. He got stuck up behind Raphael, so I guess it happens to us all. New front wing, and yep, so Raphael 1 has just had a new front wing. I wonder if that is anything to do with the Midget Magic situation, or whether he just, you know, binned it. We'll do it. I think it's driving us insane more than making us sane at this point. Seriously, come on, how do we do this? 4 safety cars and a virtual safety car in 24 laps. I know we're on 25 now, but it happened on the 24th lap. That's effectively a safety car every 6 laps, and it's out for 3, roughly, on average. It's out for about 3 laps. So that means you've got 3 laps of safety car, 3 laps of racing, crash. 3 laps of safety car, 3 laps of racing, crash. How do we keep doing this on average? Oh right, safety car in this lap, so we will actually get another 2 laps. We'll get 26 and 27. That is a very short safety car, but that's probably because it's right at the end of the race as well, to be fair. So Raphael will not be catching the pack. I mean, he's only 2 turns back, so he's not a million miles out. He may just tag him just as they're passing the start-finish line, actually, because Dan is holding them up. And Kieran's had a penalty collision with Scotty, and that's Dan gone very wide, and that's also Sedel was that? No, that was Schnitzy went wide. J-Doy disqualified for ignoring a drive-through penalty. Well, you did that to yourself. That has been there for quite a while. Okay, teabag. Pissed off, somebody clipped my back wheel and sent me into the wall. No recording as it never saved. That's unlucky. This is why I live stream it, because then even if I can't upload my footage afterwards, I still have the live stream copy of it. So I've always got lucky with that. If you were live streaming, you might be okay. If not, well, take a tip. Live stream it, dude. And then you can't lose it. Oops. So, yes, Kieran has lost it in turn 2, which I did miss whilst answering teabag. As Dan did tell me down my ear, but you guys can't hear him. So, do we think there's going to be any more moves on the last lap, or are we just going to finish with this last 8? Yes, that's right, there's 8 people still racing. Right. Do you know what? It's just, I don't know, today's just been a disaster race. I don't even know what's going on. Osso Bosso POG, what the hell? I don't know, but that was what I just got as a comment. So I assume somebody wants Osso Bosso to do very well. Doing better in C2 than in C3. Ah, there you go. It's complimenting him. As GJ Bother lost places. Oh, that's a 4 in 1. We have got 4 people left to finish the race. What the hell? That was a huge crash. We lost Scotty, Schnitzy, Osso Bosso, and Sediluk all together. I don't know what happened there. I was trying to get to GJ Bother because he just lost a few places. I was just curious why. That was... Yeah, well, yeah, Bother span. I went to see Weatherman Harry, what's just happened? I don't know. I was just trying to see what happened to Bother. He was losing places. I think he had a little spin, and then while I was doing that, boom, everyone went grey. We lost 4 drivers. And DRS enabled for the last 2 turns. Brilliant. Brilliant. Entirely pointless. Well done, game. You did very well. That was... who's Robin Van OS? I know that's one of our races, but I can't... Yeah, I can't remember who it is. Ah, right. Well, he's just said, and I will quote this. What the... Man... What an absolute disaster that was at the end. That is possibly our worst ever finish that I've ever seen. 4 people finishing a race. That's insanity. I am not looking forward to Sunday now. I know. I've just... I mean, well done to the 4 that did finish, but... Like, I've just got an explanation for 4 drivers. That is madness. Utter madness. So, Wrong Tim's put, sounds like a normal F1 session. Lurchy, can cleanest tier? Not entirely sure what he meant there. C3. Ah. He was on about the tier 3 drivers. Apparently we're the cleanest tier, so that's okay then. So we might have a bit more success than well, this. So yeah, on Sunday if 5 drivers make it out, we've still done better than tier 2. I agree. Right, so on that bitter disappointment of just 4 races finishing, I'm going to call it a night, guys, and I shall see you on track on Sunday myself, and I believe Kieran will be on comms. And it's actually going to be Kieran and Dan on Sunday on comms, and myself and Ninja will be on track. So we shall see you then.